guys, welcome to Amy's Autopsy Report. My name's Amy. This video is going to be a Friday the 13th extravaganza. Um, Happy Friday the 13th, everyone. As you know, as a horror fan, Friday the 13th is basically like another Halloween. It's so fun to be in the horror community when everyone's saying Happy Friday the 13th and like it's a real life holiday, but we pretend it is. And I have always considered it a holiday. Um, I initially had some other plans for this video. I was going to show you my VHS tapes that I have of Friday the 13th. I don't have that many. I've only got like 3 or 4. But for whatever reason, some strange Friday the 13th occurrence, I cannot find any of them. And I thought I have literally taken all these tapes down looking for them, and it took me forever. And I still didn't find them. I know they're here somewhere. So I shifted gears. I thought I'd talk about the Friday the 13th Jason Voorhees items I have. After all, Friday the 13th is a celebration of the life and many deaths of Jason Voorhees. So I don't have a whole lot of Friday the 13th collectibles, but I do have a few. So I thought I'd show you these. I know I've shown most of these in other videos, but I thought it would be nice to have a whole Friday the 13th video on this. First thing I've got, this is one of the first figures I ever actually owned. It's a McFarlane. I believe this is Friday the 13th Part 9, which is one of my least favorite sequels, but I typically like most of the Jason versions of Jason Voorhees, and I thought this figure was pretty cool when I bought it. Now this thing has been through so many moves, and I've lost like pieces. He probably had other accessories that I've lost. I know I lost the little poster thing that goes behind him. I had I think I've got 6 of these McFarlane Movie Maniacs figures. They're all out of the box. They're all missing pieces at this point because I've literally had them since they came out. And yeah, so I've thought about recollecting some of them, but I don't know if I'll bother. But at any rate, this was the first Friday the 13th collectible I ever bought, and I was stoked to have him. So that's that. Next up, the rest of this stuff's all newer. I have this Friday the 13th NECA clothed figure that I had hanging on my wall. And I like these figures that have the clothes and stuff. They're just really cool. I like the art on the packaging of these. And this is like the only other figure of Jason Voorhees that I have. I don't have any of the Ultimate Jasons. I don't have the other clothed Jason Voorhees figures. I know they've got a part 2 and with the bag head Jason and a few others, but I don't have them. And then next, I'll show you the masks I have. I got these masks, these hockey masks from Higgins Haven, and he is on Facebook. If you look up Higgins Havens, I think you can find him. His name is Keith. He does excellent work, and his prices are fair. He sends you photos of progress as he's doing these, and he ships fast. So this is my Part 8 hockey mask, and this is a thick, like mask, and it's got leather straps on the back, but this is my Part 8 hockey mask, and it's super, super screen accurate. It's got that yellowed look to it. It's got the axe chop there, like the bolts and everything are weathered. So that's that. And Part 8 is my favorite sequel. I mean, I love the original, of course. I didn't like the remake. I thought they made Jason way too smart, and I just didn't like it. At any rate, Part 8, it gets a lot of hate, but I love Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. And I really hope at some point they do put out a Jason Part 8 figure, because that's definitely a Jason I'll pick up. So that's that one. Another one of my favorite ones is Freddy versus Jason. And that is this mask. And this one was also made by Keith from Higgins Havens. And he actually, the claw marks in here are really like cut in. And as you can see, this was signed by Ken Kurtzinger, who played Jason in Freddy vs. Jason, who, by the way, is giant. I swear he's close to 7 feet tall. Again, this has the leather strap and really nice, like, hockey mask. This brings me to another point. If you really want to see an extensive Jason Voorhees Friday the 13th hockey mask collection, you need to go over to Horror Junkies 509, my buddy Kyle the 13th, who is celebrating he just hit 300 subscribers, and I'm super excited for him. He was my first subscriber to my channel, and I remember when I subbed to his channel, I think he only had like 50 people, maybe 50 subscribers, maybe not even 50. Kyle's a super cool guy. He probably knows more about Friday the 13th films than anyone else I know, and he definitely has the most extensive mask collection I've ever seen. So then the last mask I have is actually this mask, and this one is from Ruby's Costumes. And this one, for some reason, I've always liked the look of this mask, even though it's not really screen accurate to anything. This is super thin, like cheesy plastic. And this is what the sculpt looks like underneath, which I kind of like, but it's not really accurate to anything. But it is licensed. So, and for whatever reason, I've always liked this mask, and so this was a mask I've had this for quite a long time. But that's this mask here. It's got this hair that continues to fall out every time I touch it and move it. But at any rate, this was kind of like a cheapo version of Jason, but nonetheless, pretty cool. And that is my collectibles. Since I couldn't find any of the tapes to show you, I'll show you my DVDs. I have a bunch of these single DVDs too, but this is the one I'm going to show you today, and this is 1 through 8, the collection. Lenticular cover there. I love that stuff. I don't know why. This is the spine. This is kind of a cool collection. It doesn't have 9 or Jason X in it, which I'm okay with because I don't really like either one of those that much, but I'm also kind of a completist, so I think I'm probably going to have to get 9 and 10. But the cool part about this edition is this has it's like a book, and oops, it's like a book, and it's got like pages of where the discs are. And on each film, it tells you all these facts about each film. It lists the special features. It also lists the theatrical release date, the budget, and it lists the body count and the number of weapons used for each film, which I think is really cool. Like the first one, the body count was 10, and the weapons used were 4: knife, arrow, axe, and machete. The weapons used in part 2, there were 9: knife, machete, spear, claw, hammer, barbed wire, ice pick, pickaxe, pitchfork, and Jason's bare hands. Part 3 has 3D glasses, so you can watch it in 3D. And let's see. Let's look at part 8. The body count in part 8 is 21. And the weapons used are 17 weapons. In part 8, you had the spear gun, a 3-pronged spear, electric guitar, hot sauna rock, broken mirror, harpoon, machete, knife, electrical station, deck antenna, axe, used heroin syringe, steam pipe, exploding car, drum of toxic waste, wrench, and Jason's bare arms, hands, and fists. I mean, how can you not love that? The man himself, Jason. So that is my DVD set. My favorite one is Part 8. My favorite Jason kill is in Part 8 when he's boxing that guy and he like knocks his head off and it rolls off the roof down the dumpster and like onto the ground. Um, my favorite Jason who played Jason is Kane Hodder. And I just found out, like right before I started this video, that Kane Hodder will be at Texas Frightmare Weekend next year. And also, CJ Graham and Steve Dash will be there too. So that'll be really cool to get to meet a few different Jasons. Um, I was kind of hoping to meet Adrienne King at Cult Classic Convention, but she ended up having to drop out for some reason. So maybe they'll get her there for that too. And it would be cool if they got Ari Lyman, who played little kid Jason in part one. You definitely have got to go over to Horror Junkies 509, Kyle the 13th. He literally has the most knowledge on that. Another person I'd like to give a shout out to, excuse me, is Evil Stevel. He commented on one of my videos and told me that he made a video shouting out my channel. I really appreciate that. I went and checked out some of his videos. He's got some cool videos up there too. And so go ahead and check him out. Evil Stevel. I wonder if he's an Evil Knievel fan, because I am. That's besides the point. So yeah, that's probably going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you all have a spooky Friday the 13th. Don't go to Camp Crystal Lake. Heed Ralph's warning. And yeah, so if you like these videos, give me a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram at Amy's Autopsy Report. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Ooh,